Hello, everybody. Welcome to Community Fit Spring Session 2023. Welcome back to those of you who have been with us before. Welcome to those of you joining us for the first time. I just got a text from James. He was having a little bit of trouble with his internet, so he's troubleshooting and trying to get on as quickly as he can, but I'm sure he'll be here any moment. So just wanted to say that our classes are structured a little bit differently this session. We're doing one foundations class, one dynamic class today, and then one reset and restore class on Fridays, all at 12:15, Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Sorry, my days are getting mixed up. And we do have separate links for each class. So in the past, we've done it to where it was the same link for all the classes, so we do have separate links, so make sure if you're one. Just wanted to apologize to any of you who may have received some of our emails that had some outdated information. We did finally get a rectified email out on Tuesday, and we see now that a lot more people are joining, so thank you very much and apologize for any inconvenience there. And it looks like James is here, so his internet is working. My computer was being a little slow this morning too, so I was a little worried. So I will be popping on at the beginning of each class, just probably for this week. Otherwise, I'll just be in the background. I'll let James kind of take over the show, but I'll be there to answer any questions during class. And of course, outside of class, you can always email me. Raymond will also be here to answer questions. And then I'm going to be taking a little vacation in May. So Raymond and James are going to run the Community Fit program while I'm away.
Oh no.
All right. Well, I'll give it to James and he'll get you set on the right track. So have a great class, everybody.
Hey everyone, I apologize. I don't know what is going on with my internet today, so we're gonna do a little finger cross today that everything stays as is. Welcome to Community Fit. This is our very first of this series of Move Lab Dynamic. We started with Move Lab Foundations on Tuesday, and don't forget we have Rest and Reset tomorrow on Fridays, which is all about nervous system work. But today, we're going to be talking upper body. We're going to be moving through our upper body. For those of you who don't know me, I'm James. I'm a movement and somatic therapist. And Move Lab is all about choice, opportunity, exploration within movement. So if you are the type of mover who needs to be told exactly what to do, when to do it, how many to do, this class is offering you an opportunity to try something new. And if you are someone who has been looking for a permissive, open, curiosity-centered movement practice, well, you found a home right here. So I'm sure Alicia went over it. This month we're talking and moving through upper body. Next month will be low body. It's switched over in foundations. So throughout the week, you get a full body experience. So if you're like, oh, I got a thing going on in my shoulder, know that maybe for this month in particular, Tuesdays might be a really good choice. And if you'd like to continue to explore and play with us today, take it a little easy. Again, this is permission to make this practice your own. Welcome back to all people who have joined us before for Move Lab. There is a format to Move Lab. We're going to start off with a little bit of breath work. We're going to do some nervous system warm-up regulation exercises and get right into the practice. Why? Because stress and exercise are coincident. In fact, exercise is stress. And it's good stress on the body. It is stress you've chosen. So it's an opportunity for you to not only work on your physical self, but also on your nervous system and on your relationship to stress. So I'll be guiding you a little bit through this. much more explicit in Move Lab Foundation with how and what and when all of that to do. In Dynamics, this is sort of like follow along and make some choices on your own. And I'll give you some tips every now and again on how to use the nervous system warm-up. So before we get into the movement practice, bear with me as we go through a little bit of breathing and how to caretake our nervous system throughout a movement practice. So you do not have to sit like me. You can sit however it is you would like, but we're going to start off with a breathing exercise. We are going to do today, let's continue with the theme of this week. We're going to do physiological sigh. It's one of the best breathwork techniques, super simple and very, very powerful. What is physiological sigh? It's a double inhale followed by a single exhale. That's inhale, inhale, exhale. If you can go in through the nose, out through the mouth, all the better. Traditionally, on the inhale, the first inhale is big, second inhale is kind of small or whatever else you can fit in, and an exaggerated exhalation. I'll demonstrate it once so you can see and hear and watch, and then together we're going to do 3 of them. So, physiological sigh. What we're doing is mimicking the act of sighing. So 3 times together. Two more. Last one. Bring your hands together, get them warmed up. Take your nice warm hands, place them wherever might feel good to have some warmth today. Maybe it's your jaw, maybe it's your throat, your chest, maybe it's a little belly massage, low back, maybe it's just your legs or your arms. Where would feel good for you? I'm giving it just options to experience some warmth. How do you know? Well, does it feel good? That's the guiding light. Do I like the way that this feels? Does it feel like it's doing something helpful? Then right into our orientation practice. For those of you who are familiar with orientation, go on into it. For those of you who might be new to the practice, just begin to look around your space. Take your time and maybe just notice something that seems interesting to you. Maybe it's the way the light is coming in. Maybe it's a plant or a photo or an animal you really enjoy. Spend some time with that. And then move on. And maybe there's something else enjoyable to look at. And then lastly, just begin to rock right and left. Little lateral sways. It can be big, it can be small. So if you notice yourself worked up, right? Like, oh, that set was hard, or that thing is hard, or I don't know if I can, or whatever self-talk is coming through, or if you notice you're dissociating from it, you're sort of zeroed in, or you are hyper vigilant, so going like, I don't want to hurt myself, I don't want to hurt myself. Maybe then is a good spot to do a breathing practice, self-touch, an orientation, or just a little rocking. Good. From there, focusing on upper body, let's pull our shoulders up to our ears, backwards, down, and forward. All we're doing is making circles. Maybe your circles are small, maybe they're big, maybe they're asymmetrical, and right and left do something very, very different. Maybe it even takes you right and left, or rotates. How do you know which one to do? Well, which one feels like it's doing something for you? And then reverse. Good. And then relax. Take your hands, shake them out far, shake them up, down, shaking, 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 shaking. We're going to start this dynamic thing sort of in an unexpected way. When people hear dynamic, they think big, they think fast, they think high intensity interval training. Guess what? We're not going to do any of that, at least not today. Instead, we're going to revert and we're going to go like Kundalini yoga. And we're going to think dynamic as, what range of motion do I have? How slow, how deep can I get? So here we go. Reach your arms out to the sides. Bend your right so that the palm faces forward. Left arm then goes in front. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. From there, this elbow is reaching away from the shoulder joint, right? Like it's not getting lazy. It's here. Everything is active. This arm is straight and active. Take a look at this, your left elbow crease. It should be in the same direction as your thumb, give or take. Then you're going down and you're going up. What I think of here is like I'm pushing through quicksand or like really deep water. So it's like I'm not just lifting and lowering. It's like I'm pushing and pulling back up. Like I'm pushing into the quicksand, pulling out of the quicksand. So there's tension. This arm is frozen in space, and I'm going to be here. I'm breathing. And remember, you do not have to sit like me, although you're welcome to sit like me if you'd like. Creating my own tension. Maybe I'm slowing it down. Maybe I go small. Maybe I'm big. And as I go through this, some things I'm noticing in my moving up and down arm is now it's wanting to get like a little more jittery. Like it's not so blatant that it's doing that, but like if I followed it, it kind of wants to go there. And I'm just going to go, stay on track. This arm really wants to come down, stay up. 4, and 3, and 2, 1. I lift and I switch. Take a moment and then move. I'm pushing and I'm pulling. I'm pushing and I'm pulling. And I'm noticing any tendencies in this arm. I'm going, look at that. It's wanting to do zigzag, or for me, this one's wanting to pull out. Stay here. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And I reach my arms out to the sides, and I twist, and I twist. I imagine I'm like twisting the most gigantic door handles ever. So it's not just in my wrist, it's actually all the way through the arm. You can kind of see that whole arm rotate and that whole arm rotate. Rotate, rotate. Fingers are very active. Hands are very active. I'm resisting the urge to go down here. I'm staying up. I'm resisting the urge to go way here. I'm going right at about shoulder height. Twist, 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 twist. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms go up. Hands try to touch. Open up. Hands try to touch. Open up. As my hands go up, maybe I even think collarbone, shoulder blades wide versus up in my ears, right? Can I create some space? Or get curious, what does it feel like if I go up in my ears versus staying wide? 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, palms go down. I'm making some circles. Again, it's like I'm creating my own tension. So I'm not flapping, right? It's guided. It's a little slower than maybe I'd like. If you're starting to feel some kind of way, now might be time to orient, to breathe. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Maybe you need some movement here. Maybe there's a little bit of rocking. From there, bring your left leg in front, your right leg to the side. Take your left arm down to the floor. And we're going to take our right arm as far away from the left arm as possible. We're going to kind of thread underneath, little twist, and take a look. And thread, and take a look. Now, you can keep going there, or you can thread and lift your hips, get more twist. Open and twist. Thread and lift. Open, twist. One more. Thread and lift. Open. Switch sides. You can start small. You can make it bigger. One more, doing whatever you're doing there. Sit with both knees bent, and you have some choices here. We're going to either have the fingertips face right and left, or fingertips face your hips, whichever one feels better for your personal physiology, your own body. As your elbows bend, resist the urge to let them go out right and left. Instead, let your elbows try to reach for the back of your mat. And then use your arms to push. Elbows try their best to touch the back of the mat, and then push. Four, and 3. You may notice your low back gets a little stretched there. 2, 1 more. Go ahead and lay all the way down. Put your fingertips on the front of your legs. Lift your head, look for your own belly button, and then reach up and try the best you can to touch your own kneecaps. And then back down. Up. And down. Two, and 1. Take and place your hands behind your head. Now, rather than your head push or your hands pushing your head, let your head try to push your hands towards the floor. Elbows are not opened as wide as they can be, and they're certainly not closed. They're somewhere in between. So there's tension, head in the hand, elbows wide. And I'm coming up. No matter where I go, my head is actively pushing my hands backwards. So there's tension. Up. And down. Up. And down. 3. And 2. And 1. All the way down. Turn over onto your side so that you can look into the computer screen. Let your knees be bent. Arms will reach out in front of you. Top hand is going to try to draw a circle it's gonna go towards your head. And maybe you're like, that's where I can go today, and that's fine. And then comes back. Towards the head and back. Now, as you explore and play, your hand can flip on the floor. It just can't lift away from the floor. So I can go, avoiding my sign, here all the way, over my hip to the floor and back. Now, again, don't push it, right? It's about touching the floor. If you're lying in sand, you'd be drawing a great big circle all the way around. One more. And then reverse your circle. Trying to find the floor. Two more. One more. From there, straighten out your legs. Bottom arm gives you a hug across the chest. Top hand goes in front of bottom elbow. Setup is everything on this. If your hand is here or out here or back here, you ain't gonna do it. So give yourself a hug. Hand goes right in front of bottom elbow. I take control of my neck and head. It's not hanging out. It's not super creaked, just lifting. Then this hand pushes me up into a side push-up / setup. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do 3 more. Here's what I bet happened to many of you. As you push, your chest rotated, so look at the ground. And your chest stay forward for 3 more. One more. Rest. Bring your knees in, sit up. Maybe you need a little break. Re-regulate. And then other side. So same thing over here. Knees bent, arm reach, top arm. You may notice it's very different over here, and that's okay. What does this side need that the other side didn't? You don't need to be symmetrical. None of us are. And then reverse. Two more. One more. Give yourself that hug. Get yourself set up for the side push-up / sit-up. We have 4, pause, 3 more. Here we go. This side is different. Breather. 3 more. Really concentrated on keeping your chest forward. Breather. Roll onto your belly. From there, come up to your forearms. Maybe imagine you're holding like 2 cups and you're pushing them down into the floor. Your legs are long and you're active through the arms. Look forward. Imagine you're going to reach your chin to the wall in front of you. Your arms are tractioning and your chin is reaching, and you probably feel something going on in the upper back. Keep reaching. Can you keep that reach going in the upper back and bring the chin towards the chest? Reach back up. reach. It's active here. It's that Om tension feel. I'm pushing, I'm pulling, I'm reaching. It's not this. It's controlled, push, reach. Even here, I'm feeling like a stretch / contraction to the back of my neck and upper back. You may feel similar. One more. Rocking, right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder. Now you can keep going here. It's like a little snaky spine action. Or I can take my hands out to the side. I can push and even take myself up. Maybe there's a shoulder roll. One more. All the way down. Bring your hands behind your back, up as close to shoulder blades, kidneys, bra line, however you want to acknowledge it. Fingertips are touching, elbows are relaxed. Let your hands begin to touch, caress, massage your low back. Maybe they hold hands towards your tail to lift and pull you up. And then relax, touching your low back all the way. Relax the elbows, fingertips still touching. Two more. Touch to pull. Release. Reset. One more. Touch. Pull. Release. Reset. Hands go underneath armpits. Knees are bent. Feet can be pointed or flexed, your choice. Elbows are tight into the body. Now imagine you didn't have vertebra, but instead of a spine, it's like a solid rod. Maybe it's a tree limb, whatever it is. From head to knees, I come up as a plank, and then I sink back to stretch. I come forward to a little plank. My whole body lowers down together. Release. Make any little adjustments you need. Plank. Stretch. Up. Slow. Push. Stretch. Up. Slow. Last one, push, stretch, stay back. Walk your fingertips more forward. Get that stretch. Lay your head down. Now imagine you're a little cat and you're going to surprise the bird in front of you. Here, I'm just going to start looking. It's not a big motion. The bird would move. It's just my head. Arms are stretched and then back down. Again. One more. Keep my right hand where it is. Bring left over, stretch. Bring my left back where it was. Right goes over. Stretch. Back to center, hands and knees. Get yourself into hands and knees. Feet are going to try their best to touch your rear end. Really active. Kitty cat push-ups. For those of you familiar, just do them. If you're new to Move Lab, imagine you're a cat and you've got a bowl of water in between your hands. I go down and I'm back up. What choices are you making with your elbows? Are they out to the side? Are they going backwards? What are they doing? And then, can they do something else? If they're going back, maybe they go out. If they're going out, maybe they go back. 2, 1. Take a breather, little movement. Same exact kitty cat push-up, except instead of having your fingertip forward, they're gonna go out to the side. This makes it a little more bicep specific. I go down, bowl of water can be here, or if you're feeling ready, move your imaginary bowl of water forward. 4, 3, heels to booty, 2, 1 more. Take a little breather. Last of this, we did regular, we did bicep. We're gonna do diamond, bringing my thumbs and my index finger together, somewhere right in front of the chest. Feet are active, legs are active. I go down and up, down, up. 3 more. 2, 1 more. And a little bit of breath. Sitting however it is you would like to sit. Let your eyes begin to look right, head and neck, body go with it, and twist. Eyes begin to look left. It is my eye gaze that takes me to the left. Back to center. Nose stays forward. Eyes sweep to the left and to the right. On the surface, this is simple. Really hard, guys. Often we do a blink switch. I blink, I blink, I blink, I blink. Or we do a staccato. Here, 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 here. Can your eyes do a panoramic sweep of the room without your nose and head going along with it? We're doing upper body after all. Face, eyes included. Now let your eyes look forward and rest on something. Nose looks right and left. And then find your center. Maybe a little rocking, a little breathing. When you're ready, put your hands on your heart. Take a nice deep inhale into your own heart. Tell yourself thank you for showing up today. You did a really good thing for your body. Take a look around your space. You could not have done your practice today without your particular space. Tell your space thank you. Then take a look at anyone you see on camera, anyone in the room with you, names included, dogs, cats, small animals, partners, parents, friends included. Tell your community, thank you for showing up for you today. We thank you for being a part of ours and inviting us into yours. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. And if not, next week for Move Lab. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, James. I'm having a pretty unstable connection, so I'm going to stay off camera, but we'll stay on for a couple minutes if anybody has any questions. Great class. I was doing as much as I could with my sore back again, but hopefully.
Yup, it seems like the internet gods are not with us today. Thank you, Kim. Welcome back with us. Thank you, Pamela.
Yes, so we just had a question about the recording. So we do have recordings from past sessions on our YouTube channel, and then we'll get these on eventually, but they're not going to be loaded, within that week or that night, but we will start to work on loading these onto the YouTube channel as well. But we do have some old sessions on there that you can visit.
We have years of old sessions, lots and lots of old sessions on there.
I should call them former sessions, not old sessions, former.
Yes, previous engagements. There are years and years of them on YouTube. And, typically these will get loaded. I generally tell people, give it about a month turnaround time. So by no means is it quick, but in the meantime, there is so many other things for you to explore on our YouTube page. Okay, everyone, I'm out of here. I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Awesome. All right, much. We'll see you